The following video will illustrate how 15-year-old Sam can receive improved outcomes with the help of an interprofessional team approach to their
Right this
healthcare.
way, Samantha. Please have a seat. And tell me what's wrong today.
I don't feel so good today. I can't breathe. I can't stop coughing.
Well, let's take your temperature. Right, and now I'm going to take your blood pressure. Can you please open up your arm? Thank you. Put this right in here. Just 1 second.
The school MA notices that Sam has stable vital signs, but has a cough and is wheezing. The MA notifies the provider.
Hi, Melissa. Yeah, do you think you could come in, please? I have a student here, Sam. She's having some trouble breathing. Lots of coughing and wheezing. Okay, thank you. Sam, Melissa's going to be coming. She's running on her way.
Hi, Samantha. I'm Melissa.
Hi.
I'm the nurse practitioner. My nurse told me you weren't feeling well today.
The provider notes that Sam is 15 years old and moved to Hawaii from Georgia 8 months ago.
Yeah, go ahead.
Her last wellness visit was 3 years ago, and it seems they're behind in their immunizations. They don't have a PCP, but they have been to the ER twice in the past month for asthma.
Can you take a big deep breath?
The provider notes that Sam appears sad and has missed many weeks of school. She plans to schedule an interprofessional telehealth visit today and asks the MA to coordinate this visit with Sam, her mom, and the interprofessional standby team.
Good morning, team. Thanks for joining me.
During a pre-encounter huddle, the interprofessional team discusses their initial concerns and develops a preliminary plan of how to approach Sam's case. They coordinate how to develop a patient and family-centered approach to managing Sam's health.
I learned that she recently moved here and she's having some trouble adjusting. She doesn't have a primary care provider yet, and I think that that's being a barrier for her to have her medicines. She's being non-compliant with her medications. So I appreciate your help today coming up with a plan for her.
Yeah, definitely. I did look at her medication list and I noticed that she was on Flovent, she was on Singulair, and also albuterol. And yeah, I heard you mention that she's not compliant with her medications. And, in my experience, a lot of patients they're not compliant with their medications because they don't feel like it's working, and they don't take it. So those are some of the initial barriers for those patients. And I'm wondering if those barriers might be kind of same for her. I don't know what you've uncovered, Robin, but any kind of input would be great.
Yeah, I mean, looking through the materials that were sent, moving is a big life event, and she's a teenager, and so there's a lot of things that are going on with identity and development during these years as well. So I can imagine there might be some things related to anxiety and depression. But I think it would be really helpful for us to talk with her and find out if she feels that there's any concerns and what those concerns would be, and we could work with her on those things.
Well, thank you for these ideas. The mother is able to join us for a visit through Zoom, so let's have her join in.
Sam's mother has arrived, and the provider has received her mother's consent for the telehealth visit. She then logs the family into the telehealth visit and introduces them to the interprofessional team. She also explains how the telehealth visit will proceed. During the telehealth encounter, the interprofessional team will collaborate with Sam and her mother to create a plan of care to manage Sam's current health problems.
Sam, could you tell us what medications you're taking right now?
I'm not on any meds right now. I haven't taken any since I went to the ER the last time.
I didn't know she needed to take any more medication. This move, it's been so overwhelming.
I believe we may need to restart the Flovent and Singulair that she was on in Atlanta because that seemed to help her symptoms there. Chad, could you give us some more information about the medications?
Yeah, sure. Sam, before I kind of get into your meds, I'm kind of curious. What do you know about the medications that you were on, and how did you feel about them?
I think those are the ones that you put up your nose. I really don't like those ones. I mean, I hate it. It goes up your nose. It's really
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah. I know what you feel, and I don't like that one either. But the good news is that the medications that we had in mind that's not one of them. In fact, one of the medications that we had in mind is called Flovent. It's an inhaler that's designed to help prevent you from getting asthma attacks. And I actually have what it looks like here on the side. And this is the medication kind of, it looks like this, not exactly the purple color, but it's an inhaler. So it's not the one that goes up your nose that we had in mind. So a little bit different. And that medication is going to help prevent you from getting an asthma attack. We also had in mind Singular. It's a tablet, and just take it once a day, and that too will help prevent some of your asthma attacks and kind of allow you to get out and enjoy and play sports. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that sounds way more better than something you stick up your nose.
Yeah, definitely. I know it's very uncomfortable, but again, yeah, these are a little bit different. So I think it's going to be a lot easier for you.
Sam, Sam, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about how you're adjusting to Hawaii.
Well, I hate it here. It's hard when I'm struggling to play sport and I really can't make any friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it moves are difficult, and when you're not able to do the things that you enjoy and making friends and such, that would be a lot to tackle and work through. Mom, how are you adjusting to the move?
Um, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I hate that I didn't see how the move was affecting her so much, and I didn't know that she wanted to do sports so bad, but I didn't want her to miss any school.
Yeah, it sounds like both of you have had some adjustments that you've had to make, and there's a lot of emotions that come with it. And I'm wondering in our next meeting if we could have the athletic trainer come and maybe be part of the team, and maybe we could think about and talk a little bit more about what could happen in terms of having Sam perhaps try out for a team, maybe tennis or something.
That sounds perfect. Thank you.
We'll have that added to our plan then, and get the athletic trainer here in our next meeting.
After the encounter, the interprofessional team explains to the family that they are going to conduct another huddle in a breakout room, and the provider will be right back to finalize and present their plan.
Our ideas are for her to restart her medications and to help her with her adjustment to her new home. We're going to encourage her to join some teams at school, possibly the tennis team. Does that sound good with everybody?
Yeah, definitely.
That's great.
The provider closes out the visit with Sam and her mom by asking if there are any questions. The MA will then provide detailed discharge instructions for follow-up.
The medical assistant will be in just a second with the discharge instructions.
Okay, great. Thank you.